Hello traders, Gary Wagner here, just about 10:30 in Honolulu, 4:30 in New York. It's Tuesday, June 7th, 2016, and this is the Daily Report for Gold and Silver. With light activity today and an extended range from yesterday, but narrow nonetheless, we do have gold closing in essence unchanged. As you can see, current print, COMEX gold is $1246.80. It's traded to a low of $1236 and a high of $1249 on the day. In terms of silver trading lower today off about 4 cents at $16.39. It has traded to a low of $16.24 and a high of $16.48 on the day. So traders, no doubt, we are certainly trading closer to the high on the day, which is $12.49, than the low, which is $12.36 on the day. I want to start today's show off by looking at a very, very short-term chart. This chart has standard candlesticks with a length of 240 minutes. So each candlestick represents 4 hours in trading. We can certainly see the spike that we saw last week, propelling gold from these lows just at around 1214 all the way up to about 1240. Market then meandered higher above 1244, and 1244 is a number that we have deemed as an important number. Reason being is that it is a 23% retracement point. 38% retracement point comes in at around 1208. 1206, roughly in that area, and that's the reason that that number has been important. 1206 here, of course, 1244 here. What we can see is, although the market has closed above that price point, we did initiate a long position yesterday. We're long at about 1245. We have stops under 1220. But although we saw the market close higher on the day, in essence, unchanged on the day, what we've really seen is it trading above and below this particular price point. This extreme low here, of course, came roughly 12 hours ago. So you're looking at overseas trading just as the market was getting ready, of course, to open up in New York. But nonetheless, I believe that what we're looking at right now is a consolidation. That's quite obvious, but I still believe that we will see a break to the upside. So traders, one of the reasons that I did put our stop where we put it, meaning below 1220, was the fact that I really wanted to protect ourselves from any kind of small sell-off that we experience in the market, because I'm genuinely looking at this as a much more long-term trade in essence. And now that we are in this wave 3, we're going to have a series of spikes. We're also going to have a series of corrections. In other words, we should see some kind of 5 count all the way up. We're also talking about wave 3 as being a multi-month move. In other words, this is not something that I'm looking to actualize overnight. And so for that reason, as long as this trade really works within our favor, if we take a look at our wave 1 here, which began at the end of last year and culminated at about the middle of March. This is mid-March here. So we genuinely had about a 3-month rally, extended rally. Then we went into a 2-month kind of corrective consolidation period, hitting these lows at 1199. And so, as I said, over the last couple of days, this is something that I'm looking at in terms of its move as a much more broad-based, longer-term move within the market. And for that reason, I want to give it more flexibility in terms of the range itself. Now, in terms of the various areas that I am looking at, and we talked a little bit about this yesterday, in essence, this one area, 1244, that's pretty important to me because that is that 23% retracement of the large move. Now, above that, we do have this top that comes in here, and we have a much smaller fib retracement that we have added. And that one really begins at 1071 up to the top. And so where I'm deeming support, obviously major support is at 1206. We have our next level of support at 1244. We have our first level of resistance at 1262. Our next level of resistance just above that at about 1280. to about 1283.84, and then a final level of resistance that we'll look at right now, of course, at 1306. And of course, we have to take out all of these different levels before we move to higher ground above 1300, which is where I think gold is headed. But these are the critical levels that we want to watch over the next couple of days. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you, as always, good trading. We'll talk to you tomorrow for another daily update and review. Bye-bye.